I have made the calculated decision. I'm not going to partake in this unrivaled 3-on-3 basketball league. I think it's a joke. I think it's a...
Have you noticed Angel Reese's widely shared missed layups? It's surprising to see a professional athlete struggle with fundamental skills that many high school players have mastered. Watching her highlights makes you question, how did she even reach the WNBA?
She has no skills. She has energy. She has an attitude. She'll rebound you the basketball. Great.
What's even more astonishing is that, despite these obvious flaws, Angel Reese carries herself like she's transforming women's basketball. Today, we'll explore why some analysts consider her one of the least technically skilled players to reach this level, and why comparing her to Caitlin Clark seems absurd. The video evidence tells the story.
Good basketball player. That's why she spends so much time half naked and taking pictures and promoting things that have nothing to do with basketball.
Have you noticed what happens when Angel Reese drives to the basket? It's tough to watch a professional struggle with a skill that many high school players have long mastered. Her trouble finishing at the rim has become a major weakness that even casual fans can see.
Angel Reese is the most unskilled basketball player in the history of basketball.
In a recent high-profile league game, Angel Reese surprisingly skipped an open layup, choosing to pass to a teammate behind her instead of taking the easy shot. This wasn't a strategic move. The footage clearly shows an unobstructed path to the basket. The clip went viral, with analysts highlighting what it reveals about her confidence. She seemingly doesn't trust herself to make one of the simplest shots in basketball.
Like, this ain't really my thing. Let me get this hot potato out of my hand and to somebody that knows what they're doing with it as soon as possible.
Examining Angel Reese's shooting mechanics, the problems are glaring. Her release point is inconsistent, sometimes too high, sometimes too low, making her shot unpredictable. Her footwork near the basket is equally chaotic. Extra steps here, the wrong foot there. It almost looks like she's still learning the fundamentals of the game.
One's down court with the basketball, 3-4 steps ahead of everybody, has an easy layup, and throws it to the girl behind.
Now, compare her to other rookies who joined the league with refined finishing skills. Even players not typically recognized for scoring display more confidence at the rim than Reese. Take Caitlin Clark, for example, similar in height, yet completely different in technique. Clark's finishing is flawless, which only makes Reese's struggles more noticeable.
Reese has self-awareness, and that will be a good thing. If she just wants to be the Dennis Rodman of the WNBA, she can have at it. She can go at it.
What's really puzzling is how someone can make it to the top level of professional basketball without mastering such a basic skill. It raises serious questions about her development. Did no one in college help her fix these issues? Or was she just relying on her size and athleticism against weaker opponents? Whatever the reason, these weaknesses are now fully exposed at the professional level.
Last night, I'm sure there were some red faces in the crowd caused by uncontrollable laughter, as the crowd of dozens of people witnessed Angel Reese once again struggle to make routine layups.
Could Angel Reese be one of the weakest finishers in WNBA history? The stats and game footage suggest she might be. For a player of her size, her field goal percentage in the paint is surprisingly low. Even the eye test confirms what the numbers show. She struggles to finish consistently against WNBA-level defenders.
In this whole fake double-double deal where they're feeding her the ball at the end of the games and she's getting garbage buckets.
While Reese's struggles finishing at the rim are clear, fans and media often point to her rebounding as proof she belongs in the league. But here's the question no one seems to ask. What if those stats are misleading? What if a large portion of her rebounds come from her own missed shots? Let's cut through the fake double-double narrative, where she's fed the ball at the end of games or gets easy putbacks. On paper, her 13 rebounds per game as a rookie look impressive, almost elite. But if you actually watch how she collects those boards, you start noticing details that completely change the perspective.
There was speculation that Angel Reese was missing layups on purpose. The theory was the self-proclaimed Bayou Barbie was missing easy layups so she could get the easy rebound and make the shot.
A surprising number of Angel Reese's rebounds come from grabbing her own missed shots. As one of the league's weaker finishers, she naturally generates plenty of opportunities to rebound for herself. It's essentially padding her stats through inefficiency. Miss a shot, grab your own rebound, miss again, repeat. But is that really an elite skill, or just capitalizing on repeated mistakes? Critics argue that Reese is inflating her numbers, and they have a point. Remember the so-called mythical double-double streak last summer? The media presented it as proof of her greatness, but the reality is more nuanced. Watching her positioning in games reveals a red flag. She often abandons defensive assignments to chase rebounds. While her teammates execute proper defensive rotations, Reese is already positioning herself for an easy board. This approach leaves big gaps in Chicago's defense, giving opponents easy scoring chances. But hey, at least she adds another rebound to her stats, right? With just a few minutes left in the fourth quarter, Reese might only have 2 points and 4 rebounds while Chicago trails by 20. Then suddenly, she takes over. Not through clutch plays, but by chasing stats. She might cut the lead to 15 and somehow finishes with a double-double, despite having minimal impact on the actual outcome. Her teammates handle the hard work, fighting through screens, boxing out, and creating space, while Reese swoops in at the last second to grab an uncontested rebound. It's like taking credit for a group project without doing the work. Some even speculate she may intentionally miss layups just to boost her rebound numbers. And frankly, it's easy to see why this shapes public perception of her. How can a professional basketball player struggle so much with finishing? But the bigger issue isn't just her inefficiency, it's what happens afterward. Instead of making smart plays after grabbing rebounds, Reese often turns the ball over or forces low-percentage shots. True elite rebounders like Dennis Rodman, Charles Barkley, or Breanna Stewart don't just collect boards, they generate extra possessions that lead to wins. Reese, however, accumulates rebounds while her team struggles near the bottom of the standings. One of the WNBA's most recognizable players still can't consistently make shots near the basket. In the NBA, moments like this are rare bloopers, but for Reese, it has become the norm. If being committed to a team means showing up when it matters most, her actions during the unrivaled tournament tell a different story. That league offered WNBA players a chance to earn extra money and showcase their skills. Yet Reese rejoined Team Rose alongside talented players like Lexi Hall without significantly standing out. But when championship night came, Reese was noticeably absent. While her teammates competed for the title, she missed the final 2 games of the tournament. Yes, she had a wrist injury, but she could have at least supported her team from the sidelines. Instead, she didn't attend at all. Yet, after Team Rose won the championship without her, Reese still inserted herself into the celebration via FaceTime, acting like a remote contributor. Imagine Michael Jordan or Kobe Bryant doing that. The idea is absurd. Yet for Reese, it seemed enough to claim credit. She even posted on Instagram asking, "What are y'all going to say now?" as if she had personally led the team to victory. It wasn't just tone deaf. It perfectly illustrates her approach to professional sports. Reese's social media presence continues to grow, and her endorsement deals keep coming, but her actual basketball performance tells a very different story. When compared to Caitlin Clark, the gap is undeniable. Clark's stats, 19.2 points, 8.5 assists, and 5.7 rebounds per game, reflect elite-level skills that directly translate to winning, with textbook shooting mechanics to match. Clark's passing vision is exceptional, and her commitment to improvement is unmatched. After a game against Phoenix where she had 5 turnovers, Clark stayed on the court for extra ball-handling drills while her teammates headed to the locker room. Reese, in contrast, often responds to criticism with social media posts and brand appearances. Even WNBA veterans have noticed the difference. Diana Taurasi recently praised Clark's relentless work ethic, pointing out that other rookies seem more focused on balancing basketball with personal branding. When the Fever faced a tough stretch of 3 games in 4 nights, Clark prioritized film study and recovery over media obligations. That level of dedication is what separates great players from average ones. At the end of the day, the stats don't lie, and the footage tells the story. Reese's media presence has far outpaced her basketball ability, creating one of the most striking gaps between hype and skill in recent memory. Meanwhile, truly talented players like Clark keep grinding, putting in the work when no one is watching. As basketball fans, shouldn't we celebrate stars who focus on their craft, show up in critical moments, and contribute to winning? The game isn't about Instagram followers or endorsement deals.